Alright guys, welcome back to another video tutorial, and in this video, before we actually start typing a bunch of crap on the screen, we need to understand exactly how a computer program works. So let me explain that right now. Every computer program is made up of these things called functions. Now, the job of a function is just to tell your computer to do something. So again, a computer program is pretty much built of several of these functions usually. This one only has one, but let me go ahead and give you guys an example. Say that we want to make a program that'll watch a YouTube video for us. So the first function would be take your mouse and move it to this Google Chrome icon. Second function, click. Third function, click on videos. Fourth function, play a video or something. So again, as you can see, a computer program is made up of these pieces called functions. Now, right here, this one right here is actually a very basic function that's necessary for all C programs. And I'll tell you guys about the different pieces of this right now, just so we actually have an idea of what we're looking at. So pretty much, whenever you run a program, the computer is automatically going to look for a function called main. So you need to have this function no matter what. Now your function starts and stops at this curly brackets. That's how it knows what code goes in your function. So every line in between here is part of this main function. So let's take a look at these lines right now. So every single line is just a piece of instruction to tell your function what to do. And also, you probably want to take note of every line ends with a semicolon. That's how it knows to end this piece of instruction and go to the next line. So the first thing our program does whenever it starts is run main. And then it says, okay, well, what's in main? What do you want me to do? Well, the first thing is print text out on the screen. And I'll tell you guys more about how this works later on. But this is pretty much the line that prints text out on the screen. And that's why whenever we run our program, we see it says hello world. So that's what that line does right here. Now it has one other line. It says return 0, and for now, that's just kind of like the background of what's going on. How can I explain this? How your program and functions work. They need to return something, and it just says, okay, if you return 0, it means this function ran correctly. Sometimes if you have it return 1 or something, it means an error. But basically, if you return 0 to main, it means that your program is running A-okay. So that's what that line does. Talk about more on that later. Now the only other pieces we don't understand yet are these lines right here. These include lines are basically saying this. See, whenever you have a C program, the C language comes with a bunch of built-in functions by default. So this function right here allows you to print crap out on the screen like this. However, we need to tell our program to include those files so we can get those basic default functions. So right here, we're basically saying include a bunch of built-in crap that we can use in our program. This is our main function, the very first piece that runs, and the only important piece of instruction right now is printing text out on the screen. So that's basically what's going on behind the scenes. And another thing I want to mention is this. Blank lines and indents and white space, it doesn't matter to your computer program. It's just for making your code more readable. So if you want to put enter a bunch of times, if you think that's more readable, if you want to press tab and put this way over there, it doesn't matter. It's just for, let me clean that up a little bit. It's just for the developer, whatever is the easiest to see. So again, white space, blank lines, indents don't really matter. Again, every single computer program is made up of functions, which pretty much do something, and every single function is made up of lines of instruction to tell that function exactly what to do. So now that we understand how a very basic computer program works, in the next tutorial, we're actually going to be getting our hands dirty and starting to actually code. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.